very special guest. His name is Christian Anchetta. He has been an artist for over 15 years. He is a professional breakdancer. He has taught breakdancing all over Canada and Asia. He is featured on TV shows, commercials, and product packaging. Christian has also danced with artists such as Meja Wum, Talib Kweli, Beastie Boys, Future, and Nas. When COVID hit, Christian's life was changed financially. Instead of waiting and doing nothing, he shifted from being an artist to full-time real estate investing since March 2020. He has done many deals, from selling property, acquiring large apartment buildings, and working on development projects with partners. So thank you for being on the show, Christian. Really appreciate your time.
Caine, it's awesome. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. Did you get into real estate because of COVID, or you had prior interest in that?
Yeah, so I've actually been interested in real estate for a while before COVID. It just kind of took me a while to bite the bullet and actually do something, right? Especially, so you mentioned that I was an artist, and I still am an artist, but I've shifted gears a lot. Before 2020, March of 2020, I was a full-time artist doing like almost 14-hour days of dancing. Wow. Like performing and doing multiple things, and yeah. But it's all dance based. And so like I was kind of doing that for almost like 15 years, and I would say that it's kind of like I was kind of almost going from paycheck to paycheck every month, but like I was used to that. I knew that I wanted to get into real estate because one of my friends actually showed me the game Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki. And we started playing this game, and I was like, what is this? Like, how do I play this? Like, can I do this with money? And like, and like, she's like, oh yeah, you can get as creative as possible. I was like, okay, and basically the main thing about that game is like, you get enough cash flow till you get out of the rat race. So you have your expenses, and if you can get enough cash flow paying for your expenses, boom, you're out of the rat race and you win cash flow. And so I was like, this is kind of like a real life, you can do this? And they're like, yeah, so this is how you do it with real estate. I was like,
awesome. For the audience that doesn't know the game, Robert Kiyosaki Cash Flow is the game, and I think they have a digital one too, right?
I think so. I played the real one, but yeah.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah, and so from there, I was very interested, and when I learned that is from Robert Kiyosaki, I was like, I have that book, and I actually never read the book. Like one of my friends gave it to me, one of my mentors gave it to me a while ago, but like I was just kind of like, it's like it's about investing, it's about money, it's always like, whatever, I'm just. But then I was like,
was it Rich Dad Poor Dad, the book?
It was Rich Dad Poor Dad, yeah.
Okay,
it was a Rich Dad Poor Dad book, but I just never I had it for like maybe 6-7 years, but just never read it. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna read this. And I got into it, and I was like, okay, like, so this is kind of how we do it. So from there, I purchased my first condo. My first condo in October 2019. And I was still an artist, still doing my thing. So still hustling a lot, like dancing a lot, but I managed to purchase a condo because that's what I could afford.
Was that just before COVID happened?
Yeah, that was October 2019.
That's impressive. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's tough, because I know a lot of people struggle to purchase their first property. How did you manage to do that?
Yeah, well,
don't mind me asking.
My parents co-signed for me.
Yeah.
They helped me out a little bit with some funds, and they knew they've been landlords before though, so they understand that like it is a good investment if you do it right. And I've been talking about it for a while after I purchased that. Like after I read the book, I was like researching and everything for a couple of like months, and then I was like, okay, mom, dad, like I want to do this, and they're like, okay, we'll support you. And so we purchased that in October, and then from there, like it was going. I had good tenants and everything, and And then I went back to my grind of being an artist, and
Okay.
that kind of took off all my time. And then I was on tour. I was on tour in March, and I was on the last day of our tour. March 13th was a Saturday, and that was the last day of our tour. And so we got to do that show, and then everything shut down.
I see. I see.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
from there, like, all my contracts, all my teaching gigs, all my touring, everything was gone. And that's like my bread and butter. Like, that's the way I live. That's like,
Yeah.
and I was just thinking, my gosh, what am I going to do now? Right. And so for all of March, I was thinking, like, what am I going to do? I kind of like just meditated and chilled and trying to figure out what's my next step. April 1st comes around, and I totally forgot that I had that rental property, and my rent came in. And I'm like, I went on my bank account. I was like, yo, there's money. Like, where's this money coming from? Where's this money?
Yeah.
And I remembered, oh my gosh, like, the rental property is working, and instantly something clicked, because it was like, I need 100 more of these. That's instantly what I thought. And then from there, I went from artist straight into real estate investor. And I put all my energy into all the 14 hours that I put into, like, my dance. Yeah. I put 14 hours into this real estate stuff.
Impressive.
I eventually got into like meeting a lot of people, networking and everything, and got into like a good group of people, and that's how I got.
Where did you find a network of people? Was it mainly online or Facebook groups and stuff like that? How did you find them?
Yeah, so like Facebook has everyone, and
yeah,
like, you can find anything. You can also find a lot through just any social media platform. But I found a couple of groups through Facebook, and once I started getting into these groups, it just kind of, I was networking with everyone. But after networking for a week or so with like lots and lots of people, some people were at my level in the beginning, and some people were high level, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I need to start thinking about talking to the high level people. So again, my mind had to shift again. And so now I'm looking for another person to talk to. And I saw this guy. He said, like, he had a post in the forum, and he's like, I underwrote 100 properties. I sent in 18 offers. I have 4 deals under contract. I had la 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 la. And I was like, yo, who is this guy? I need to talk to him.
Yeah.
I connect with this guy. His name is Steven. And we got talking. I told him my goals. My goals for now is to kind of get some duplexes, triplexes. In 5 years, I want to get five units to 7 units, and then 10 years from now, we'll go into like 10 units and above. And he's like, I like your goals. I like your strategy. It seems like you kind of know what you want to do. He's like, can I talk to you tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And like this guy wants to talk to me some more. Let's do it. Yeah. And so anyways, we connect the next day, and he's like, hey, so I have this 21 unit apartment on under contract, and
wow,
like wondering if you wanted to be part of it. I was like, wait, what? He went through the whole call. He went through the whole package and everything, and everything was like this. Like, the only thing I saw was there's a lot of zeros on that. That's all I saw. And it was very intimidating.
Or was it in a group of people?
No. It was just me and him. It was just me and him.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It was just me and him talking. And yeah, like, all I could see was the zeros. I was intimidated. And I said, sorry, Steven, like, I don't, like, this looks like a good deal, but I don't understand it. And I can't invest in something I don't understand it. Right. Yeah. I told him that I had capital. So like, that's why he gave me the opportunity. A month later goes by. I'm still trying to work on my deals, and nothing happens. And I finally look at that package again, and I'm like, yo, Steven, this thing's starting to make sense. Can I jump on this deal? He's like, yes. and come into my partner's office. It's like perfect. And I came into my to Steven's partner's office, and that's when I met one of my good friends and also one of my mentors now. His name's Alfonso, and
I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
Yeah, his name's Alfonso Quadra, and he was the main head of the whole deal. Like they were partners, but he was the main head. And so we're sitting here. Alfonso answers all my questions, and I was like blown away. I was like, take my money. I was just like signing the check, and I was like, take my money. This is awesome. And then he's like, wait a minute. I also have an 18 unit package right here, and he kind of pitched that one to me, and I was like, yo, that's an awesome deal too. Boom, take my money. And basically right then and there, all I was thinking about was like, these guys right here are doing exactly what I want to do in 10 years. I just hit a 10-year goal in the first before my first 6 months of real estate investing. So I invested in an 18 unit, and I invested in a 21 unit.
That's very impressive. The speed in which you got from one condo to the 18 unit and then the 21 unit, that's very quick.
All I was thinking in my head was like, yo, these guys are like, it's like the Michael Jordan of real estate in front of me right now, right? I'm a small guy trying to get a duplex, but I just got into an apartment deal with these guys. And so I was just like, I was thinking in my head, no, I just said out to Alfonso, I was like, I don't have a job, lost all my work. All I'm trying to do is figure this out. Can I just volunteer my time to you? And Alfonso's like, yeah, coming on Monday. And so I did renovations. I did administration. I did, I ran papers. I did whatever. I hung pictures. I painted. Amazing. Whatever it is. And whatever Alfonso and Steven said to kind of do, I just did it, because I was learning. And then from there, I started getting really mentored by Alfonso. And since then, I've done sales. I'm currently doing development, and now obviously purchasing like large multi-units. So
you're moving very fast.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is your network is super important.
Yeah. Would you do a syndication deal on your own? Like once you sort of figure out what Alfonso and try to get a sense of what they're doing, and would you ever do? Have you done like something on your own out of your mentors group?
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's like nice. We've purchased like the main strategy that we use is using investors and giving investors equity.
Yeah.
And so I purchased like a couple 9 units, 5 units. We just purchased a 1,700 square acre lot.
I saw that post.
Yeah.
Is that near Thunder Bay?
Near Thunder Bay. It's in Red Rock. Yeah, it's in Red Rock near Lake Superior.
That place looks so beautiful. It's amazing. When the sun sets, I was up there last year, and when the sun sets, it hits those rocks and it looks so beautiful. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, my partners and I are really excited about that one. I would probably say that's like I'm in about 3 development projects right now, and that one is like definitely the biggest one.
If people are interested in taking part of that particular development project, are you guys open to accepting investors at this moment in time? And if so, do you have a link or contact information that they can reach you at?
Yeah. So we're definitely always looking for investors, people that are interested and know like what they want. You could definitely contact me. My email is ceeinvestor@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook under Christian Anchetta. My handle for Instagram is C Investments. So that's for Instagram.
CEE investments. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Yeah, so you can contact me if anyone is interested in development, multis,
and
whatever you like.
and then Cheta is spelled Ancheta for the audience that needs
And
that
Cheddar.
spelling. Okay,
That's it.
awesome.
That's it.
I know we don't have much time. I guess the final question I have is, what kind of tips would you recommend for someone that wants to get into your shoes, that wants starting out from nothing and wants to go into real estate investing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would say invest in yourself, right? It's in like it's very important to know what's going on. You don't want to just go in blindly, because you could really hurt yourself financially or whatever. And so invest in yourself, whether it's through mentorship, coaching. It's going to accelerate. It's going to accelerate the speed of your progress. As like I've been doing this for 2 years, and I've executed many deals, and I'm confident. I know exactly what to do once a deal comes around or gets presented, and it's because there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. It's already there. It's like, and there's hundreds of ways to do it, but it's like making sure the foundation on how it's supposed to be done is also just very important. And when you're trying to figure it out as a newbie, like it just slows down that process. Oh, it didn't really work. You have to do it on the next deal. Okay, here we go. We get to that next part. Oh, but then that didn't work, so we have to do it on the next deal. But like if you
Yeah,
kind of know what's going to happen throughout your whole process, and you can plan and get ahead, like your deals are going to come faster, and you're just going to know right away. So like I
amazing.
said, invest in yourself, invest in your network, invest in mentorship or coaching.
I really appreciate your time, Christian, and your energy is phenomenal. What you're doing is very inspiring.
I'm all about win-win, and like with people that want to just elevate together. So
For
if
sure.
that's something you want to do, you want to work together, let's do it, my man.
Awesome. Awesome. Looking forward.